All right, guys and gals, looks like we're live here. This is an unscheduled broadcast. Not doing it at my regular time of 10:15, shortly after pinballs this evening. I didn't feel like going on. It was movie night. So I did just that. I watched a movie. It's important to take time to relax. Get your eye out of all the news, all the stuff that you know might be bombarding your brain with everything going on in the world. Ontario, cha cha, Blue Vandal, Black Bear. Good to see you all. Happy Saturday night. For some of us, Sunday morning, as it were. But good evening, just the same. I figured I'd come on. I was thinking about going live tonight, and then, you know what? During pinballs, I was like, I really don't feel like it. I feel like just putting my feet up. All right, Mark Webb, now you got to share what movie that was. I was just watching a movie too. It's good to see you, Ontario. It's good to see everyone. Little Coyote, I see you there. How you doing, brother? It's good. Just finished watching a movie. Freaking awesome. It's good. How's yours, little brother? It's good to see you. All the way from the beautiful West Coast. Jamie, thank you. It has been a while. And good days and bad. Well, bad days and better days. Let's put it that way. Um, your day was tiring. That's a good thing. Jahir, I see you there. Welcome. I did feel like doing a live stream, but I just wasn't up to it right after pinballs was over. I kind of wanted to put my feet up and just relax a little while. When you're moderating, it's all work, and in a live stream like that, it's busy work. I don't like to go from one bit of work to another bit of work, and sometimes live streaming can be work, right? Pirates down the street. Okay. Hooga, good to see you. Hey, Charlie. Welcome. Welcome and good evening or good morning to you, wherever you may be. It's good to see you. We'll get through the hellos and we'll do all that stuff. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Great to see you. Klingon, I hadn't said hello yet. It's lovely to see you. All the way from beautiful Northern California. Yeah, go on ahead and chime in where you're from. Boom. Ohio. Hey, Brenda. I'm coming to you from the beautiful North Shores of Lake Ontario. In case any of you were wondering. Nevada Slim? Okay, well, welcome. Indiana, beautiful Indiana. Huga, also Indiana. Out-of-state family. I hope they were announced. Headed toward New York. All right, Autumn. Autumn, welcome. It's good to see you. Iowa, Jamie. Cool. Ontario, I know you're across the lake from me, brother. I see you there. East Tennessee and the Smokies. Beautiful. Hi, Brenda. Again, I'll do the wave. I don't mind waving for people. Absolutely. Awesome Kentucky. Oregon. Have I thought about going to Mexico? Yep. Eve, it is good to see you. Welcome and good evening. So, hey, Sandra. How you doing? Go ahead. Throw it out there. Where are you at? Let us know. You're saying hi. Say hi from Virginia, Kentucky, East Tennessee, West Vancouver, Chattanooga. Iowa, the great Second Amendment state. Boom, love that. I love 2A. I might be Canadian. Who cares? Michigan, beautiful, Sandra. Lovely. Canadian, look at you. I bet you're Canadian. You're about to crawl into the fart sack. All right. I got a wave for you, Canadian. Go ahead. You can jump in now and fart away. Hi, Lori, from beautiful New York State. Oh, Tammy from just up the street. How you doing, Tammy? It's good to see you. Welcome and good evening. Oh, Needy Homesteader. Yeah, that's a good channel, Chuck. Absolutely. Yep, definitely go watch her videos for any of the cooking, canning, you know, putting back type stuff you want to do. That's your lady. She's great. And definitely go support her channel. Combo high back, Lori. Everyone gives a nice wave to Lori. But that's Firefly Farm. To you guys and gals. Oh, Jamie, you just got your first personal protection device. Very good. Frickin' excellent. Excellent and highly important. Hey, Dutch, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Little Coyote's got a thumbs up there. Isn't that nice? Thanks, Coyote. That's very, very much appreciated. I never even asked for them. You know what I mean? Ah, nice. 9. Oh my God, Tammy's asking Lori a dark question. But I mean, whatever. We like to have fun in here. We like to have fun. Oh, there's whoop ass all the way from beautiful Arkansas. Or sometimes they like to think it's their Kansas. It's not their Kansas. This is our Kansas. No, actually, it's Arkansas. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. I wanted to make this a bit of a lighter stream, so much serious stuff out there. And like, it's good to talk about all the serious stuff sometimes, because those gives us reasons why we should be prepared. And they're important to consider. Kimmy, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a little wee bit. Let me just have a little chin wag. And how do you do, by the way, Kimmy? And welcome. We'll get into the subject matter here of what I got. Something burning a hole in my brain, obviously. So we will get into that after a short period here. Taking classes. To CC, okay. Yeah, because you don't want to blow anything off. No, you don't. You sure don't. Safety first in all matters. All matters. Brenda, too busy in the garden is a good problem to have. Well, hey there, Dakota. I see you there. Waves like an Egypt. The flea bag is eating popcorn. All right, Laurie, is the flea bag eating popcorn on your head? For anyone that doesn't know, Firefly Farm often has a flea bag on her head. Kimmy, you're tired? All right, well, why don't you recline and rest? Put your feet up while you're watching this. We're going to be here a little while. I'm not sure how long, but it's going to be a little bit of a relaxing talk, a little bit of an interactive talk. So feel free to participate or just sit back and watch. And maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. Maybe it'll make you think. Sometimes, a video or a live stream that just makes a person think is enough of a subject matter. Have I noticed the blue and yellow all over the place lately? For a good while now, Coyote. Yes. As a matter of fact, directly across the road from me, the people that own the house over there have a big yellow and blue flag above their porch. Yes, they do. Arc Wildman Survival. There you are, brother. How do you do? It's good to see you. Been watching your vids. Love your freaking vids, bro. Keep doing what you do. All right, Mark Webb, go ahead and ask the question. But if it's possible, could you put it in caps so it's easy to see? Hey, Jedi, good to see you. Just call you Mr. Garibaldi. No, I'm going with Jedi. Sorry, bro. Man, people have 2 names and 3 names, and dang, I got a hard time remembering one of them. I'm not calling you 2 or 3 of them. No, never gonna happen. What is it, blue and yellow? Gene, that's for the support of Ukraine. The guy at Walmart said after what they had was gone, it's going to be hard to get more jars. So you bought all you needed for the summer. 27 cases, Jamie. That rocks. And guys and gals, don't feel bad about, especially if you get a tip on something, you know. And somebody says we have like 15 cases of jars left, and we're not getting any more. Buy all of them. It's not being selfish. You're going to need them. What are you going to do? Buy 5? No, it's not bad to freeze onions. No, Rich. No, it is not. Nope. Actually, you know what? You know what's really cool to do with onions? Like say before you put them on a burger or something like that. If you want to take the little sting out of onions, pour a little hot water over them. Let them soak in there, and then drain them off and rinse them under cool water. Let them dry off, and then if children want onions on their burger or something like that, you can chop those up, put them on there, and then you know, and then your food won't make you cry. You're now broke. Pew pews and jars. Well, that's a good investment. Evening, morning. It's good to see you. Welcome. First come, first serve. Yes, I met a gentleman. It was a online private ad. He had some whole bunch of 1 pound propane cylinders. I bought every single one he had. Every single one. Oh, scrap metal. You want this one about onions too? Take red onions, slice them real thin, throw them into a jar, throw some sugar in there, and just cover the onions with red wine vinegar. Leave it in the fridge for 2 days. Quick, sweet pickled onions. That was a response to a question someone else asked. I'm always difficult. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jedi. I know nothing about Babylon 5, as it were. Propane has gone up. Exactly. And I bought it for very, very cheap. Oh, Rich Mountains. They're delicious on over a salad in a like a submarine sandwich. Throw it on top of your omelet or scrambled eggs or like whatever. It's amazing on top of everything. Hey, Jody. It's so easy to do. and they'll keep okay in the fridge for good solid few weeks. Food forest permaculture. How you doing, Howie? All the way from the beautiful West Coast. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing okay. Guys and gals, check out Food Forest Permaculture. Hey, what about this right now? All right, so like we got Who Got Homestead in here, Arc Wildman. We got a bunch of good channels in here. Uh, maybe our awesome Blueness, our awesome Blue Troop can start hammering out the links. Guys and gals, if you're a moderator and you have a channel, bang out your own link, please. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. We'll immediately after from Iowa, holding down the fort. Good to see you. We'll get through that, and then let's hit up the skinny. You know what? Actually, while the mods are doing that, let's bang out the skinny. Let's bang out the skinny. All right. What's your price of fuel? Your price of ground beef? What's your daytime average temperature these days? Have you seen a spike in the price of eggs? All that crap. Let's get through the skinny. I'll bust out what fuel prices are here. I'll let you know what the temperature is, and we'll do that here now, and then we'll jump right into topic. 526. I wish. Low 70s. We had that as a daytime high today. Atmospheric river in Sown and grown. I see you there. Welcome. The skinny. We're screwed. No, we're not, Ark. You're screwed if you think you're screwed. And I fully believe that. Can I do something? The difference between can I do something is me saying, yes, I can. Or me saying, no, I can't. That's the difference between being screwed. Never say you're screwed. They're trying to screw us. Are they trying to screw us? Whoop ass? They sure are. But doesn't mean you have to sit back and let them. Right? Okay, so without further ado, I'll put my other glasses on, and I'll share with you guys and gals what. Where's her new seat? Hey, Raven. Hey, you know what, Raven? I haven't been cheating on you, but I have been waving at other people this evening. I apologize. Sorry. I noticed that when I did it for you, I actually enjoyed doing it. So, you started something. Somebody, Wendy in the house? Hey, Wendy. Cha-cha. I love that name. Oh, yeah. You guys get on with your skinny, share with your brothers and your sisters. And, okay, so for me today, let me just get out of all this freaking crap here. Out of the crap. Bring up an app. No, I did not download this. It was already in my phone. So, okay, 2, 1 times 3.785. If you want to do the math, liters to imperial gallons, 3.785 equals $8.17.5 per gallon for regular crappy fuel. Okay, clear. Okay, so 2.25 times 3.785 equals $8.51.6 a gallon for diesel. Yeah. So if you're bitching to me about $5 fuel, you're barking up the wrong tree. But yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's very expensive. Apartment, I see you there. Welcome. It's good to see you. And no apartment, I haven't even checked my email yet. It's nothing personal. Just, be patient. I will get to it at some point. Me and email are like oil and water. Well, that's all right, Southern. You just, do what you do. Watch, make comments, all good. Van City, there you are. Welcome. From beautiful Vancouver. Van City, drop your link. Oh, you emailed me as well. Nothing personal. I will get to it. It's just oil and water. It's something I never think to check. You got people wanting me to sell their medications and this and that, and I don't know. I think I checked it in February, maybe early March. Yeah, maybe it was early March. But yeah, Van, go ahead and drop your link. Please do so. Monty, I see you there. Welcome, brother Monty. Hope you and Mrs. Monty are doing well. Always good to see you. Oh yeah, Jamie, that's sweet tea, and it's very delicious. Gene W. You know how much of a pleasure it always is. Always good to see you. Okay, so we've been through the skinny. So nothing crazy going on. Um, Not hearing anything about crazy egg prices anywhere. I've got no reports from anywhere. We got people all over the place in here, all over the place. And we're not hearing reports of crazy egg prices anywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. Um, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was in the grocery store. My back is fine. The problem is not with my back. Hugo Homestead. I basically had a stroke in both my legs and complete blockage from my aorta. Uh, that feeds my lower extremities. It's not my back. I felt it in my back. That's where the symptoms were at the beginning, but now you know what's going on. Okay, so it makes it very difficult for me to get around, stand for any amount of time, and yeah, my legs. Hooga. Yes, but so yeah, I was in a grocery store a week ago or a couple weeks ago, and the lady in front of me had a half carton of eggs, 6 eggs, and her bill was $4. So that was the expensive grocery store, and I only go into the expensive grocery store for like that item, and that item, and then I leave. I don't do my grocery shopping there. You and your better half have been going at it for 2 days. Like going at it in a good way, or like fighting. If it's fighting, I don't want to hear about it. My Linda, welcome. Good to see you. Little Coyote. Guys and gals, look at what Little Coyote just said. I wish we would just use the natural resources we have in our country instead of relying on a fragile supply chain. That is the most intelligent thing. Hey, Chief, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. That is the most intelligent thing I've heard anybody say in a long time. You know, down in the States, there's a useless leader who is destroying any use of the natural resources. Same up here with the Mr. Frickin' Sparkle Socks, right? What can I say, Ironwood? It is what it is. David Green, there you are, brother. Hey, Maverick. But it's a little crazy. But I haven't seen the prices of eggs going off the scales, off the charts. No one else? Marfools. Good to see you, as always. Hey, Val. Pleasure. Got a great price on eggs. Box of 60 for 10 bucks. 10.70. That works. Yeah, good. Nice. Yeah, get them where you source them where you can source them, right? Have I taken the time to practice my archery? No, I haven't been out to the location where I would practice my archery, Eve. And I do still need to get a glove and a 4-yard arm. Safety first. Okay. But I'll get there. I'll do that. We'll make some video of that when it takes place. I'm not. I don't go out making videos just to make videos. You know what I mean? Going to get ducks. Kimmy, duck eggs for the win. But then you'll have duck crap everywhere, and they crap everywhere. But if you can contain them in a certain duck crap zone, then good luck with that because they fly. So, what can I say? Hey, Ironwood, if you've been watching any of my videos over the last couple of weeks, you've seen me going around to small farms and to orchards and uh, things like that, and pointing out, you know, you got to think outside the box as to where to get food in a bad situation, like when the grocery stores are empty and things like that, right? So I've been doing those things, but I wanted to have we'll get into the topic here a little bit. For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls. Okay, so what does that mean for you? For whom the bell tolls. It could mean a couple of different things. It could mean a few different things, right? Now, a lot of you guys and gals are similar age to me, and you know, um, for whom the bell tolls. Um, could be the name of a really good early Metallica song. If you enjoy the or have enjoyed the heavy metal or uh, yeah, the 4th of July is just the average day in Canada. But we do celebrate something around then. It's toll for thee. All right, Jamie. Okay, I appreciate that. It tolls for thee. ADK man, there you are. Welcome. For whom the bell tolls. You're singing it in your head. Awesome. All right. Southern song for the win. Nice. To you, it means someone who's sad. Oh, okay. Live not in fear. Time is just. I heard about that crap, coyote. I mean, and then they were saying the deer had it. What are they going to do? Chase down every freaking deer in the forest and give them the old vaxy daxy doodle? Like, come on. What are they going to do? They're not thinking correctly. Chief, are you serious about that? Uh, David Green, I did skip the live tonight. This is an impromptu one. I didn't feel like going on right after pinballs. Once I was done moderating, I wanted to just take a break, and I watched a movie. Is what I did. Means you're it, North. Well, uh, Jamie, that could be its intended meaning, but Words are like art, okay? Words have different meanings to different people, right? Dakota, I don't even have to talk about music. I don't even have to leave the room and they'll start auctioning my crap off, right? David Green, I can't get on my feet a whole lot, so the garden isn't doing great. I've got a few things out. I've got a few things indoors that still need to go out. What movie was I watching this evening? I was watching, yeah, Chill Time. Highly important, guys and gals. I was watching a movie. It was a what the frick is her name? It was a Nicole Kidman movie. I think it's 20 years old. I think it was called Desert Queen. Uh, so it's set in around the 19 teens, the just before the war. Um, hey, Kathy. Um, so it's a historical drama. 13 families, you say, Agent, huh? I'll go ahead and allow that, or if one of my moderators could go ahead and allow that, Agent Orange, it's all right what they say there. We could be, Kimmy. We could be. Dakota, behave yourself. Yes, I've been known to fall asleep in front of the TV before. Yes, I have. Mark Webb, it was really good. Yeah, very, very good movie. It's a full on 2 hours, so make sure you section out a block of time for it. Um, but it's well worth a watch. It's based on it's based on a true story, and it's I won't go ahead and say it's historically accurate for the details in the movie because I can't confirm that. But but it's a good movie and it's based on a true story. Those are the things that I like to watch. Um, you know, I like historical dramas, especially if they deal in historical global conflict and to see how those things panned out. Even right back into the like 1,000 years ago or whatever, right? Uh, things like that. So as long as there's some element of truth to it, or if it's based on a true story, things like that. Yeah, Mark. If you go to YouTube movies, don't do that. Go to I watched it on 123 movies, and it's free. YouTube movies wants money for it, so like I mean, screw them, right? Screw the screw tube. But yeah, so for whom the bell tolls, does that mean? Hey Hudson, how you doing? For whom the bell tolls. For some people, it means you're being called. The Father's calling you. You're heading back home. You know what I mean? When that bell rings. Because the church bell always rings for someone, right? It always rings for someone. Screw the tubes. Yeah. I mean, they screw us every chance they get. So, I mean, it's always nice to give them a little back. But for whom the bell tolls, for any of you guys and gals that might not know it, um, is also a book by Gene W. You on your way? All right, you stay well and safe, okay? Uh, hey, Buzzard. Diane, there you are. Welcome. Ernest Hemingway, yes. So, and that's a book I read a number of decades ago, not to date myself, but it was a good long while ago. Written in the 1940 sandwich. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll just give you the premise of the book. Okay, so it's a novel, and Hemingway was a fictional writer. I've read a few of his works, not a ton of them, because to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Hemingway's writing style. Although I got mad respect for the man's uh, ability as a wordsmith to paint a picture. Chief, you on your way? All right, you stay well and safe. So, anyways, this novel, For Whom the Bell Tolls, was uh, the story was set in Spain during the 30s, during the time of the Spanish Civil War. Okay, so you got two parties of the same country. They're battling each other, and one of them is aligned with Germany, and like maybe it's the North versus the South, or whatever. I'm not clear exactly on that. My history on the Spanish Civil War is, I haven't delved into it that much, but it's an interesting story. Um, and there's a lot of things they had to do, a lot of things they had to sacrifice. In the story, um, during that Spanish civil conflict, the main character, they called him Inglés, which means the Englishman. To be honestly, he was an American, but I think because he spoke English, they called him Inglés. But his name was Roberto. But he was aligned with a group who took sympathy with one of the two sides, right? One of the two sides. Hey, Sean, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. And thank you for the reminder for people to do that. So he took his organization took sympathy with people that were against the Germans, or whoever was coming in to align with that party and suppress the others. And the gentleman, the lead figure, lead role. Hey, cabin girl, good to see you. The lead role there, Roberto, um, was tasked in that movie. Passamaquoddy, it's good to see you. He was tasked with destroying a bridge. Now, we all know how important bridges can be. We all know how important they were back in the Great Wars came previous to us, and what valuable assets they were. So that, if one party couldn't pass their assets or supplies or munitions or whatever over that bridge, then it would help protect the other thing. So the whole story is about this man's task to destroy a bridge. Ramona Perez. I love that. Love the name. Best name ever. Always. How you doing, Ramona? Always good to see you. I do hope you and yours are well. Um, so that was basically the whole outline of the movie. But in the movie, what he had to team up with the rebels. The rebels were already living in the hills and in the caves, and they knew the area around where the bridge was, um, where Roberto had to go. to do his thing, right? He was more than willing to do that. Like I said, the rebels had already gone into the hills, were already occupying the caves, and skirting and staying out of sight of the opposition. But that's a question, you know. Is that something you guys and gals would be willing to do? Go and live in the hills, in the cliffs, in the caves, to accomplish a task like that? When SHTF does take place? And for whom the bell tolls. When the bell does toll, where is it calling you? Is it calling you to act? Or is it calling you home? Hmm? Ironwood, copy that, hard copy. Exactly. Exactly my point. Well, yeah, they do have robots, and well, they're not that hard to kill. They're not alive. Sean, indeed you have. Indeed you have. Well, I don't know, little coyote. Don't forget, all those things are romanticized. It's hardship after hardship after hardship. How cold is a cold cave? All right. That you might have to sleep in. How cold is that cave in winter when it's snowing? Right? Mark Fool's gold. That's not true. We could perish anywhere and think, man, crap, I really didn't want to die here on a sidewalk or get smoked by that bus. You know what I mean? Morning light, that's less than $4. Behave yourself. Maybe, Sean. Maybe. Maybe they had things around to make fire with and warm it up in there. Oslander, I see there. It's good to see you. And you make a very true statement. Very true. A bridge too far, yeah. It was all about it in, toward the end of Private Ryan and that as well. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, bridges, hot commodity. Hot, hot commodity. Anything, any way they can move assets over. But, as you guys and gals know, lots of things are, travel through the air these days or, drones or whichever. So to live in a place where we don't pay taxes. Well, wouldn't that be glorious? Sandwich on your way? All right, you stay well and safe. Sandwich, drop your link before you go, girl. For Whom the Bell Tolls. It is a great book, yeah. That's what I was saying, Sandwich. I read it a few decades ago, and it's a good book. And to be honest with you, the other night I was roaming around through historic movies to watch, and I pulled up For Whom the Bell Tolls. And it's like, wow, okay, I've read the book, so let's have a little watch of that. And how much for the clock? So you're going to have to dig deep. That's my doomsday clock, Milo. You know that. We've talked about it. 4 silver pieces. And I'll ship it. How do we get here? You want exit? Well, Kimmy, you see the title of this says For Whom the Bell Tolls. If you know anything about anything, you'll know that's either a Metallica song or an Ernest Hemingway novel or a movie based on a novel written by Ernest Hemingway. And the subject matter, the story within that book is about the Spanish Civil War. So how about a duck? No, 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 no. Don't bring me a duck. There'll be duck crap all over the place. No way. Hard no on ducks. Nope. Is Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand? Cool. All right. I don't know it. Well, Kimmy, don't be sad. I'm not sure why you're sad. Be happy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. There's nothing to be sad about. If you're preparing and you're prepared, be happy. It's hard to enslave people with no fear. Interesting. Very, and you're absolutely right. A duck with sparkling web socks. Oh, good lord! Wouldn't sparkle socks be a sight walking that thing on a leash? Hey, Sean, do me a favor and text that to me so that I can. What about a rabbit? I don't have a place to keep one, coyote, and I'm not keeping one indoors. I'm not. You're forever sad? Well, my advice to you, if at all possible, cheer up. Go out and get yourself an ice cream cone. That'll help. Go out, get yourself an ice cream cone when it's like 74 degrees. Stand in the shade, enjoy your ice cream. That should help cheer you up. You are prepared, the youth are pooped. Well, I'm preparing for my children. I'm preparing for my folks as well. It's funny. About 5, maybe 6 times ago, I went to visit my folks. My my dad started giving me back food that I'd been bringing there. Bags of rice and flour and on and on and on and on. He started giving it back to me, and I'm thinking, what in the heck? So if he doesn't want it in his house, I'll have to keep it here. I'll just, I prep for my kids. I buy stuff for them. I send it to their place. When they don't have any storage left, they say, "Dad, stop." Right? Ontario, I didn't plant any tomatoes this year. The book is prophetic. That's probably Sean who just texted me. Thank you ever so much. Victory. What DIY projects I've been up to? I've got a major prep going on. I'm in the middle of it right now. Hopefully, I'll have it tidied up by the middle of the week, and I will do some videos about it. But been an ongoing one, and you know, due to health conditions, I haven't been doing a lot of hard physical things. Uh, Ramona Perez. If I had a duck that had a shirt that said that, uh, we would probably live stream together. Just a thought. Wolfang. How's Merlin? Mrs. Wolf and the rest of the crew. Heirlooms are looking fantastic, Ontario. Don't forget to harvest the seeds out of those heirlooms. And let them go late. The seeds that you do harvest, let them go late on the vine. Like, let them freeze even. Then peel the tomatoes off of there, chop them up, scrape the seeds out of them, and dehydrate those. Uh, because when you beat the crap out of your plants, that's when your seeds get the hardiest for your area, right? Polite as duck. Love it. Groovy? Groovy Wolf? Awesome. Awesome. Bullfrog, buddy. How do I store spices possibly long term? Vacuum seal them in uh, like quart jars, or yeah, vacuum seal. I would recommend more. When you freeze dry something, it can be prone to losing. Like if you vacuum seal it in plastic and then you freeze it, it can be prone to losing the seal, and then you get freezer burn on it, and then eventually you got to toss it out or whatever. But I would vacuum seal into pint jars, or like it depends how much spice you have. If you have that much spice, put it in a pint jar. If you got that much spice, put it in a quart jar or whatever. If you've got that much spice, put it in a half-gallon jar. But I don't recommend vacuum sealing anything in anything bigger than a half-gallon jar. Right on, Ontario. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant minds. Boom. Yeah. Always good to see a bullfrog. Hope you and yours are well. Morning late, young away. Evening, morning. Coyote, you on your way? All right. You stay well and safe. Okay. Getting ready to can chili and stew. While everyone else out there is eating cat, Milo and you will be eating good. Well, see, Milo on already. This is why I make my own wine, and this is why I make wine Dijon mustard. You know, it's not about eating red beans and plain red beans and rice for balance and proteins. It's about eating well. It's about thriving. It's not about surviving, right? Make your own mustards, guys and gals. Like, don't get me wrong. I know there's a ton of great bakers and cooks and that in here. And like, kudos to y'all. The more you got up here, especially in the cooking industry, Tammy, on your way, you stay well and safe. The more you got up in here, as far as culinary skills goes, the more it'll help you put back better, so that you can eat better, right? Not so remote. I see you there. Growing. For some reason, isn't showing up in the search. I can't help you with that. I'm not doing the search. There's another thing. Wolf did barbecue today. That's awesome. Another thing we can do is we can make our own barbecue rubs out of the spices that we put back, right? It's just sugar and some spices, really, is all it is. You want me to put myself in timeout? No, Mark, but I could put you in timeout. We could do that. Yeah, if you want to. Let me know. Eat better, be better, survive better. Right. Exactly. Getting ready to move. Ramona from south to central. I think that's a good move. Good for you. Good. I hope it goes well and smoothly for you. And yeah, I hope it's a very, very good move. Victory, that's just it. Like, a lot of people want to complicate things and figure out complicated ways to put things back and buy mylar bags and oxygen absorbers and stuff like that. And it's, for the most part, it's not necessary, right? They will last a very, very long time just in a jar, not even oven canned or anything like that, right? When you're oven canning things, especially spices, you got to be careful what temperature you take it to. You got to research the particular spice, because once you take it over a temperature, boom, it's activated already, and your spice will lose that potency, right? Taking the livestock, bravissimo. Well, preppers eat like kings because they're freaking prepared. Maybe it was you, Mark. I didn't put you in timeout. Maybe I don't know if one of my moderators did. If they did, I didn't see it happen in chat. But stuff happens. Mylar is important, but then you don't use it. Well, I've never bought any Mylar before. I've never bought any oxygen absorbers. I do all my, and I don't have a vacuum sealing attachment for jars uh, for my vacuum sealer. So all the vacuum sealing in jars that I want to do, I have to do oven canning, right? Yeah, vacuum sealing bullfrog. I love vacuum sealing. Two ways to put stuff back is I love vacuum sealing. Or three ways: vacuum sealing, oven canning dry goods, and dehydrating. Absolutely love those three ways of putting things back. Very, very good. Holding down the fort. That's the way it should be. Yeah. If it's onions or garlic, throw it outside. Hey, if it's summertime, throw it outside so it doesn't heat up the inside of your home. If it's wintertime, run it inside to put some warmth in your home. If you're going to run it anyways, make sure it stays inside, and unless it's onions or garlic or something that's going to stank and your wife's going to punch you out or something. Twice tonight, really, Mark? Okay, well, I don't think I haven't seen you say anything like out of line or anything like that. So yeah, maybe it's on your end, bro. Maybe it's Google. Like I've seen Google moderators delete people's comments and blah 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 on and on and on. I used to actually see it take place either in my own chats or when I'm moderating for another channel. I don't even see it anymore when Google boot someone. It's just they're back there sniping, doing whatever they do. Fresh is always better for sure. Uh, Actually, Sean, I'm going to beg to differ with you on that just a little bit in one very, very specific area that I'd like to talk to you about, and you may end up appreciating it. So just hear me out. Okay, so I love pan-fried trout. Uh, hey, Harold, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Maybe someone can drop Kicking It with Harold's link there. That'd be great. But one of the favorite ways I love to eat trout, Sean, is just take the fillet, nice fresh fillet, or if it's a frozen fillet, whichever, that's okay. Thaw it out, dry it off nicely, season it, pepper, salt, and near cake the top of it. Dust it heavily, the flesh side, with dried dillweed. Put the flesh side down with the green down in the pan first. 6 minutes, flip it over. 4 minutes, your fish is done. Now I'm not a fan of salmon. It works equally as well for salmon, but your timing is a little different depending on the thickness of your fillets or your steaks, right? Uh, but yeah, extra simple, and squeeze lemon over it. You can have it with capers and a butter sauce. Freaking incredible with some asparagus. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So there are certain applications that I find a little bit better for dried herbs as opposed to fresh herbs. Fresh herb, you might get some burning or scalding on those herbs, whereas the dried ones will withstand those heats a little bit more. Trout and flounder. Yep. Yeah, indeed, 100%. But yeah, you can't just take a simple rule that fresh is better. Not always, not in all situations. Wolfgang, question: is it true? He's trying to, Wolf. He's trying to. But guess what? You know what? Decades ago, we had a mandatory long gun registry bill that was actually passed. And guess what? It had about 6% compliance. So, what does that tell you? That tells me it had 94%. Regulate what you don't know. How about that? He can try. And I'll tell you what, Wolf, to be honest with you, I want to actually chime in on that a little bit more. For you, you're an American brother of mine, and we have plenty of American brothers and sisters in here, which is freaking fantastic. It's awesome. And it's Ontario Prepper made light of this too, which is great. Guys and gals, if you don't know Ontario Prepper, good patriot, fellow veteran, please go check him out. He's got a small channel, and all he wants to do is he wants to get some more subscribers so he can get his community page going on. So please go check him out. We're going to be working together a little bit more in the future. But one of the things that Trudeau actually did do with trying to regulate all this stuff is he became the best gun salesman in Canada, probably in North America. There are stores all over the place throughout Canada that are sold out of just you can't get them. There has been a terrible run on pew-pews up here. Good job, Trudeau. Like, what an ass. What an asshat. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good thing that more people have stuff. But if he tried to make it be that there's less of them out there, his very words made people go buy more. You know what I mean? Asshat. Yeah. Oh, Wolfgang, not just an asshat, but asshat salesman of the year. Well, can't restock Passamaquoddy. Yeah, oh, yep, for sure. But I mean, well, we have machinists and tool and die makers, and there's all kinds of highly skilled people in Canada that do all kinds of highly skilled things, right? And what Ontario says about Trudeau's cabinet turning on him, he's talking about Trudeau wants to hold on to the jabberdoodle mandates, and the majority of his own party is saying, "What the frick for, man? Why, Sparkle Socks? What for? What purpose of your own are you serving here?" He's not serving the purpose of the people anymore. I don't think it's going to come, Ontario. I pray for it too, but I don't think it's going to come. They got too much support from the NDP. That's their balancing point, you know. He's a dictator for sure, you know. He'll he'll stay here in Canada, hide from the truckers, and then come and squash everyone's peaceful, unarmed protesters right to protest. And then he'll fly abroad and talk about the freedoms of people in other countries. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, are you honestly, seriously kidding me? He's been called a hypocrite and a dictator by many, many other world leaders. Yeah. Way to go, Justine. Good job. Not. I don't know what we need to do to vote him out. Last time he only got 33% of the vote. Yeah, he's a huge hypocrite. Absolutely. He's a hypocrite, a liar, uh, and a tyrant. Wolfang, don't you point that out or people will start bidding on it. Come on now. Somebody already asked me how much it was. I think it was Milo. Oh, Ontario, he's totally finished. Totally finished. That's okay, Wolf. You don't have to completely behave, but just here. There's a nice milk bone for you, and there's some peanut butter on it. So yeah, just lay down and chew on that for a bit. You'll be all right. Yeah, it was you, Milo. I see you. I see you, Milo. You're welcome, Wolf. I offered to send it to Monty. Monograph. John Graves. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. I don't know. Ontario might know the answer to that. I don't have my ear to the ground on politics because I strongly dislike politics and politicians. In case you don't know. Weights for the tires work great too. Like you mean in a slingshot or for melting down to make ball. Well, Monograph doesn't want to pay the shipping. Hudson, you on your way? You stay well and safe, okay? Well, Raven, they can't take what you've already got. Ah, okay. They make it melt it down to make shot. I mean, all right. Hang on a second, Raven. Let's think about this. And we don't have to get that complicated about it. But think about old time warfare when they used to use like big old mortars or boom. It was like a short cannon with a great big 1.5 foot bore on it, whatever. They pack it with powder and they drop a whole bunch of screws and nails and nuts and bolts and stuff in it, and boom, they just blast it at the enemy. It doesn't have to be anything highly machined or highly tooled or anything like that. Um, when you're using something like a mortar or a blunderbuss or something like that, you can yeah, you could probably just drop a whole bunch of those lead weights in there and launch that on their own, right? Well, Raven, do you know what? You can also vacuum seal your ammo in vac seal bags. Yeah, you can just get ball bearings, right? Always respect and fear Mr. Claymore. It says point this side at enemy for a reason. Yeah, keep the moisture out of them because they will absorb moisture. For those of you who are in high humidity areas, it's a very, very good idea to do. Silhouette. Okay. Hey, Rebel. How you doing? Good to see you. Impromptu late night. I didn't feel like going on right after pinball. It was just like, nah, I'll watch a movie. Then I came on and I thought I'd want to talk about For Whom the Bell Tolls. So, Prep Rebel, For Whom the Bell Tolls. When you hear that, what does that mean to you? Does that mean God's calling you, or are you being called to act? Right? Dimes and a load. Yeah, that used to be a thing back in the day for a certain bore. Yep. All right, Rebel. So we're on the same page. So I was talking about the story. Don't get me wrong; like I know the Metallica song, but I was talking about the story about the Spanish Civil War and one man's job to destroy a bridge. Not only was I talking about that, but I was talking about if the bell tolls for you, if you're called to do stuff, are you willing to go live in the mountains? Are you willing to go live in the caves and do those things? No, well, you can go back and you can watch the replay of it. We're not going to go over the whole thing, but yeah. When the bell tolls for you, ladies and gentlemen, what will be calling you? Where will you go? What are you prepared to do? I'll do whatever I can, whatever I'm able, you know. Plenty of veterans out there who have an amazing eye and who do have some things at home, right? Tennessee Tactical. There you go. Tennessee Tactical. Exactly. Yep. Exactly, Prep Rebel. Yeah. Like if it comes to blows, do you stand there and take it, or you know? I've told guys before, much bigger than me, they wanted to punch me out. It's like, well, you can go ahead and give it a shot, but if you think I'm going to stand here and just take it, you're sadly mistaken. And you know what? 9 out of 10 will back down. And then, I have neat ways of taking down big guys anyways, so whatever. It's all right. Yeah, it's been a while, but it's like riding a bicycle, Wolf. Ontario, I know you do, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you and thank you for your service. Any other military members, retired or currently serving here? Thank you for your service as well. Never forget, guys and gals, the men and women who have gone before you. First of all, paid the ultimate price. Secondly, those who stood in place to ensure the consistency of your freedom. I give doctors that make mistakes shit all the time. Stand them right in the lobby. I'll go up one side of them and right down the other in front of everybody in the waiting room. And tell them, I Don't want my medical team screwing up. If your military team screwed up, you'd be speaking German. I'll say it right to their face. Got no problem doing it. I got no problem firing a doctor. Home of the free because of the brave. Exactly. And that's just not America. That's this continent. Boom, John. Exactly. Yep. Yep. John, listen, my American brothers and sisters, don't ever forget for a second that your freedom came with the help of the French. Okay. The French helped liberate you from Britain. So don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget the help that we've had. A topspin. There's nothing wrong with speaking German at all. But if you're forced to do it under a dictatorship, well, that's a bit of a different story. Let's have your opinion on that, Top. The French and some farmers. Yep, just a few farmers. It was actually a lot of the country, but Yeti, okay, I appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in on that. Raven, you know what? That's a thing too, right? Spanish and English. Well, those are both Latin-based languages, whereas Germanic and Chinese, neither one of those are Latin-based. Latin-based languages like that, and French and such, they're very similar. So, hey, Deacon, how you doing? But anyways, that was kind of what was crossing my mind a little bit this evening, guys and gals. For whom the bell tolls. When the bell tolls for you, is your digit up? Oh, topspin. I don't doubt it for a second. It's a beautiful country, lovely people, but they're not a whole bunch of Hitlers running around. You know what I mean? Not worth a damn. Well, I've been better and I've been worse. No, yeah, I've been worse. For thy time. For the time draweth nigh. All right. All right. I like historical dramas, especially if they're based on some form of reality. Do what you need to do, rebel. There may well be, Mark. Merlin drank your beer. All right, well, go fetch another one. Go on. There's a bone to help you up the hall closer to the fridge. Go on, Wolf. Get what you need to get. I may not be still on when you get back, Wolf, but I think I'm going to kind of wind this up. I may put another movie on, put my feet up. I don't know. But that's kind of what was chewing at me. For whom the bell tolls. When the bell tolls, is it a celebration or something destructive? Is it your own the have you perished? Is it your own demise? Are you headed to see the Lord, your God? I know not everyone in here prays to the same God, and I'm okay with that. I'm not here to debate that. Um, It's a beautiful world we live in, sweet romantic place. The beautiful people everywhere. The way they comb their hair makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world. I know that tune. I know a bit of Devo. It could say anything for sure. It's like art. You know, well, yeah, great Metallica song, absolutely from the earlier days. Wolf, welcome back, Wolf. Um, but when the bell rings for you, are you chiming out or are you chiming in? Eve, stay well. With that, I think I'm going to leave you to just chew on that, guys and gals. Are you chiming out or chiming in when the bell tolls for you? I think the bell has already rung for a lot of us. I think we're already there. I think we're already awake. I think we're already ready. Boom, there's Tennessee Tactical, ready. Ontario's going to shine. Melody says outski. All right. My choice is to keep going forward. And you know what? If the bell rings for me and I've already got pennies on my eyes, then I don't have much choice in the matter. However, hey Scott, the bell rings for me before my eyes closed. Well, that's my call. And I think for a lot of us, the bell has already rung. Chew on that, guys and gals. This is going to be North. Out for now. For whom the bell tolls. How do I shut this off? Here we go. Wait a second. Ah, here we are. Peace, guys and gals. Hold up your brothers and your sisters. Don't ever look down on anyone unless you're about to help them up.